We had two players playing on Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
so he told me to keep an eye on them. I was very impressed. So yeah.
I cannot tell you. He asked me about some great Korean player.
Yes.
So I shared some information each other about him. So, but we cannot tell you.
Okay.
It's very, very.
레들리 킹
Let come in. Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
오늘은 아까 전에도 레전드 오브 레전드 선수분들이 왔다 가셨는데 진짜 레전더리 하신 두 분 모셨습니다. 안녕하세요. This YouTube channel is called Shoot for Love,
Shoot for love.
and Lee participated in our videos many times.
Okay.
She for love
Watch it.
more famous than me in Korea.
와, 진짜.
You should know.
We have some questions that Korean audience are very curious about because you guys play together.
We started together. at
2005 to
5.
2008.
So 3 years
Yes.
you guys are together. And you know he's the president of one of the K-League clubs.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Yeah.
Very good
Yeah, I'm
club.
very proud of him. He told me that his team is excellent. He had two players playing on Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
so he told me to keep an eye on them. I was very impressed. So yeah.
I cannot tell you. He asked me about some great Korean player. I shared some information each other about him, but we cannot tell you.
Okay.
It's very, very
Keep it a secret.
yeah, the secret.
Okay. And you know he was a commentator
Yes, I know.
for
Yes.
Kupang play.
Yes.
And every time his player played well,
Yeah.
his voice went out. 이걸로. We'll just keep the. You don't have to drink. Just,
차가운 건 뭐예요?
그거는 보여주기만 할게. 라떼. 이렇게.
No beer, no?
No beer. We have this latte here because in Korea, when person reminisces the past, they start off saying, 나 때는 말이야. It's Korean saying, back in my days.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
But it sounds like latte. So,
Pronunciation is
Pronunciation.
latte.
so we put latte.
Okay,
That's
okay.
why we put latte.
Okay.
Okay. 자, 그럼 질문 바로 가도록 하겠습니다. How do you feel about visiting Korea? Is this your first time visiting Korea?
No, this is my second time now. So back in 2005, we came out here and played for pre-season.
right.
We played in the Peace Cup.
Yes.
We really enjoyed our stay. We won the Peace Cup.
Yes, you guys won the
It was for me maybe my first trophy as a captain. So I was very happy. They count.
Please ask me how much you taken the trophy during the only professional career. Can you ask me?
Lee, how many trophies did you win during your career?
11 trophies.
11, including Peace Cup or not?
Without Peace Cup. The next year, I become a champion of the Peace Cup, but I didn't count it.
Okay.
Anyway, the
Okay.
Peace Cup champion is
11.
champion.
I count all my trophies.
Man, yeah, man.
And then the next one was Carling Cup.
Yes.
Then you won.
Yeah, that's right.
Carling Cup is very important for us because I still remember the semi-final, isn't it? Semi-final, we beat against the Astar 5-1, the second leg in our home.
Amazing.
So after game, the next day, so we make so many T-shirts and then cup and something, the 5-1, isn't it?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
remember that?
5-1,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
many things,
DVD?
many pictures.
DVD?
Yeah.
I have DVD of the
Yeah,
game.
so-
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's the last trophy that the club won.
Ledley King has two cups. One is a Peace Cup,
I
one
haven't.
is the
No.
Carling Cup.
I think I have three pre-season trophies.
What?
I can't remember. I can only remember the Peace Cup. There must be more, please.
What is the biggest difference between the team now compared to the team back in the days?
I think the team now is stronger. You know, over time, I think we've been able to build a very strong team. This season is probably the strongest team I've seen in a long time. You know, we brought in some new signings, some very good players. We still had a talented team back in the day. You know, we had many talented players. I think the team is playing at a higher level now, finishing higher in the league. At the time, we was losing a lot of players. You know, players would come in, players were leaving. It was very difficult to get stability. So now I think we're in a very good place, and you know, everyone seems happy in the squad. So it should be good.
Who do you think is the next Ledley King, the team?
Oh, so why did you ask me? You should ask to him. Yeah.
Because I was going to ask Ledley, who is the next Lee Young-pyo?
Okay.
No. I think for me, the Ledley King is the one of the world class player back in the 15 years ago. So
No?
now is
You see me, you see me.
Not bad, but not bad.
Not the same, not the same.
I cannot find out feeling as like the 15 years ago, but still good. Don't worry. But 15 years ago, he is the national team of the England, and then the captain of the Tottenham. He's a great player. He's a fantastic foot, and then body check also is great header, and then I cannot find out any weakness when we play together in the pitch. I think the last 15 years we didn't find out as like the Ledley King. Yeah, it's very difficult, but hopefully we can find out. But Sanchez and then Dyer also good. Romero also is very well, but not reach to Ledley King. It's good man, it's good.
I pay you the money.
아니 여기 막 이런 식이면 나는 뭐 찾으신다 싶거든요.
$10. Okay.
What was your first impression of Lee?
Obviously, I remember him at PSV playing in Holland. Very technical
From PSV?
defender. Yes, of course, yeah. Anytime we was able to bring in very good players, I was always happy to make the team stronger. And the nice thing is that myself and Lee played next to each other, just like this.
Yeah.
You know, Lee was to my left.
Yeah.
So we had a very good relationship. The things I always remember is his strong legs, you know, strong, powerful legs. You know, good balance, very two-footed, you know, could go both ways. Step overs.
Step overs.
Step overs.
Lee is very famous for his step over.
Yeah. Lee was a top class player.
Lee used to tell me many times. He said every time he got the ball in White Hart Lane, the crowds would go dribble. Was it true?
Yeah, because they knew he could. You know, they like to see the step overs. The fans, they love to see. They love to be entertained. You know, the fans there. Did they tell you to shoot as well or no?
No.
Just dribble.
No, exactly.
Just dribble.
But when he dribbles, you have to cover his space where you are like, oh, please step back.
Don't go. Don't leave me. In football, we always want to play offensive type of football.
Okay.
You know, so it's always important to have fullbacks who are very comfortable with the ball and able to go forward and help the team. Because of his good balance and because he was right-footed playing on the left, could often come back onto your right,
Yeah.
and cross, and make good crosses.
He still knows about me. He's very detailed how to play on the pitch, and then cut back and then light foot cross and then dribbling and then step over,
Who was the locker room boss in the Spurs back in your days? The
Maybe
player.
Robbie?
Robbie also, Robbie, and
Robbie
then
King?
sometimes
JJ?
JJ sometimes,
Jermaine?
Edgar
Edgar played.
Edgar
Davids.
Davids also
Very
sometimes.
strong player. Yeah, plays. You played with Carrick as well?
Yeah.
When he was there? Good player.
Or also the Berbatov too. We play together.
Okay, the last question. Who do you think will win? The past Tottenham squad back in your days, and imagine their prime, and the current squad.
So we have Lee left back, me centre defence with who?
Dawson.
Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson.
Right back. Hutton come after,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Houghton.
Alan Hutton.
Houghton.
Midfield,
Carrick.
Carrick,
And the JJ also.
JJ,
Good.
Lennon.
And Robbie Keane too. Also Depo also good.
What?
The Depo.
Yeah.
Jermaine Depo also good. Berbatov also good.
That
No,
was
it's
a pretty good squad.
Yeah, we had strong team, strong players. But I think, as I say, you know, there was times where players, you know, we lost Robbie, we lost Berbatov in the end, and we had to try to build again. But if we could have kept the players together, I believe that we had a very strong team. To beat Arsenal 5-1, to beat Chelsea in the final, we definitely had a good team, you know, good players.
Exactly.
For sure.
So-
The draw.
Draw. How about you,
This
Lee?
is very good answer. Yeah, I'm following him.
What's the score?
Yeah.
You guys are defenders.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It should be 0-0.
2-2.
That would make me happy. Clean sheet.
2-2.
But you want 2 goals.
No.
2 assists. Okay,
2-2.
1 assist.
2-2.
That's the last question for today. I hope you liked Back in My Days interview.
Very
Not
good.
bad.
Yes, yeah.
You know, this is a part of Nike's active mode program. Nike wants Korean kids to get more involved with sports because oftentimes Korean students they are more studying
Yes,
is
yes,
more
yes, yes.
like their priority. So Nike is trying to have a point where they get into football.
I was very impressed. The young females, very good technically, and yeah, like you said, it's very important for young people to make sure they keep active. They come outside. You know, we know that lots of technology now to make people maybe stay in, but we want to encourage people to live a healthy, active lifestyle. To be out, I mean, and the women's game, the women's game is growing and getting bigger. So yeah, I'm sure we see a future South Korean national team players there in the future.
I think the Nike is the provide many good stuff for the sports. I think the sports is very important to the new generation. So this event is very well. It's very thankful for them, the Nike.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for the great interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
대표님
Thank you.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. Ledley, let's keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, man.
Take care. Good to
Good.
see you, mate.
Good to see you then. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
아니 이번에 해설하실 때요 유독 그 톤이 높아질 때가 우리 또 양현진 선수가 공을 잡을 때마다 저 진짜 영규 대표님께서 혹시 사고 치지 않을까 나 진짜
많은 분들이 오해하시는데 제가 목소리가 높았던 게 좋은 장면을 누가 만들었는데 그때에서 내가 톤이 올라갔는데 그게 하필 양현준이었던 거지.
마침 여기 지금 이게 있는데 형 이게 뭔지 아시나요?
알죠. 이거 나
네네네.
옛날에 한번 했었는데 진짜 나 정직하게 얘기해갖고 한 번도
아 진짜로요? 사실 이거를 아까 전에 해리케인 선수랑 박민수 선수랑 이걸 했습니다.
그렇게 했어요?
산체스 선수는 다 진실만을 얘기하는 어니스트맨으로 이제 판명이 났고 해리케인은 조금 립 서비스를 많이 하는 사람으로 지금은 됐거든요. 지금 안 올립니다. 해설할 때 톤이 높아졌던 이유는 우리 선수들 양현준, 김대현 선수 때문이었다.
아니다. 좋은 장면이었기 때문에 나는 톤이 올라간 거다. 네, 알겠습니다. 그 좋은 장면을 좋은 장면이어서 내가 톤이 올라갔는데 그 좋은 장면을 만들었던 게 양현준이었다.
네, 알겠습니다. 자, 많은 시청자분들이 궁금해하실 것 같아서 갑자기 준비된 거짓말 탐지기 코너 바로 진실을 알아보도록 하겠습니다.
진짜 좋은 장면을 만들어냈으니까.
자, 오!
그거 봐요. 양현준이 좋은 장면을 만들어냈다니까.